Be honest. When was the last time that you opened up your bank account and weren't mentally preparing to open up to a horror movie? Because same. There's a period in time where I would literally open up my banking app with one eye open. And if you avoid checking your account because it's stressful, you're busy, or maybe you're a little bit lazy, welcome. Pull up a chair, you're in the right place. Welcome back to another video. My name is Naomi. I'm a software engineer turned YouTuber. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact lazy-proof, stress-free system that I use and will be using going into the 2026 year, and that is using Monarch Money. I am not sponsored, not partnered, but it's just something that I implemented in my life and I really like. And the best part, it's literally on easy mode. If you've ever thought, bro, I don't have time to be a full-time accountant. Me too, seriously, let's go. So here's the thing that nobody tells you. It's actually normal to avoid your money. Your bank account wasn't designed to comfort you. It was designed to show you pain, horrible pain. And every time I opened mine, it felt like it was saying, are you sure you want to open this? That's very brave of you. Very brave. And if you're living to paycheck and can't figure out why, even though you swear you don't spend that much, I promise you, it's not that you're broken, it's that your system is broken. Most people aren't overspending because they're irresponsible. They're overspending because their money is scattered across 19 different accounts, 3 cards, and whatever black magic happens behind Uber Eats and their fees. So instead of trying to manually track that chaos every month, which nobody does, let me show you the system that I use that runs itself. So this is the part where I tell you about Monarch Money. Again, I am not sponsored. I wish I was. Monarch, if you're watching, give your girl a call, but I pay for this thing myself. And here's why I use it. Number 1, it syncs everything automatically. Checkings, savings, debts, investments, credit cards, loans, all in one dashboard. So there's no spreadsheets. There's no writing things down in my notes app in the middle of the night praying that I remember the next day to pay it. There's no pulling out receipts like I'm in the 1970s and storing it away in a filing cabinet. It's able to sync everything through Plaid, MX, MasterCard, and Ethnicity, which I think is really cool. So it's a one connection is being weird, it automatically tries another one for you. Number 2, it auto categorizes the transaction. So it's not perfect, but around 80% of the category, it doesn't do it perfectly, but it's about 80% accurate, which I'll take. Number 3, it has great features. If you are in a couple, partnership, friendship, family, anyone that you share your finances with, you're able to invite them and they get their own login, which I think is pretty neat. So it's great if you're tired of being, hey, who spent $42 at Target the other day? And you look at your partner or your friend and they're like, not me, but there's 3 new pillows on the couch. The math isn't mathing. Number 4, your goals go into your budget. So when you create a savings or a debt payoff goal, Monarch literally adds it into your budget automatically, which I think is super cool. So this is the closest thing to budgeting on autopilot that I have seen. The 5th thing, there's no ads, there's no creepy selling of your data, and we love that. Is Monarch perfect? No. It's $99 a year. Some banks don't sync consistently. You can't add categories directly from the budget tab. And crypto support is basically Coinbase and vibes. But overall, it's the first app that I felt like it was a financial all-in-one dashboard. I'm able to look at it and just understand, not having to track down what password is old and what's new and for which account and for what username. So phase 1 is creating your account. Right now, again, not sponsored, but as of November 16th, 2025, Monarch is having a 30% off welcome sale and you get your first week free. So that way you're able to try it out and then decide if you want to continue with it before paying the $99 for the year. The second thing that you do is connect all of your accounts, like every one you can think of. Yes, connect the one that only has $2.19 in it and connect the one that has $12,000 of debt, okay? All of them. And if a bank doesn't sync automatically, Monarch will show you that it's gonna try either Ethnicity card or Plaid. So you don't have to worry about that. 4th thing, you're able to add other assets like your house, your car loan, or your phone bill. Like any that you would like. And number 5, if you're sharing your finances with a partner, this is the time that you can add your partner on there, and that way you can share your finances. This part is so streamlined that it probably took me 10 to 15 minutes. I'm not even lying on that. But once it's done, like, you never touch that part again. The connections are there, set it and forget it. Now, phase 2, this is where the customization and your data hygiene comes into play. And this is the part that everyone skips, so please do not skip it. This is where it goes from chaos to clarity. Pick your heart, chaos or clarity. For me, I'm picking clarity. The first thing is your categories. So keep it simple, don't fight the AI. You're gonna go to your settings and go to categories, and you're gonna drag things where you want them, rename them if you must, but be careful. The AI learns from the default names. Deactivate categories that you don't use. I will say, do not create 57 categories. You will regret it. The broader, the better. That is your friend in this case. Second step is clean out your historical transactions. So go through the last 2 to 3 months, fix the categorizations, make sure your transactions like the credit card payments are labeled correctly. This is the time where you're also able to add the Amazon to Target retail sync extension, so then that way you're able to get an item level detail instead of like Amazon, $137. Because that could be literally anything from like laundry to a full cosplay costume. Number 3 is creating rules. So every time that you fix a category, Monarch will ask you, do you want to make this a rule for this merchant? And the answer is yes. Yes, yes, you do. This is the secret to automation, but preview before applying. Sometimes one rule can go, oh, you mean these Uber transactions are transportation? And then it's gonna categorize your entire life as transportation. The setting up phase takes about 20 minutes, but it'll save you hours every month. Phase 3, this is where budgeting goes on easy mode. And this is where the fun starts. Once you set your budget amounts, Monarch shows you last month's spending, your monthly average, and your spending per month. Which means you're no longer guessing, should I budget $200 for groceries? No, you shouldn't, because you spent $427.23 last month and the month before that, consistently. So that's what you should budget. And I know because I learned from experience. So you can choose budget by categories or flex budgeting, and that will allow you to input a little bit more of what you want in your budget. I personally use categories, but again, you're able to customize it to how you see fit. So here's the routine that keeps all of this running without me having to be a full-time accountant. Every morning, I literally grab my coffee, open my phone, look at Monarch, scroll through yesterday's transactions, fix any categories if they're weird, and I close the app. This literally takes me probably about 30 seconds every day, maybe a minute or two if I went feral on Amazon, but for the most part, it's fairly quick, and I'm desensitizing myself to looking at my bank accounts. And there you go. That's the whole system. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one. And if you have any questions or any feedback, please feel free to drop it in the comments below. And